She-Hulk, episode 2.
Let's get at it.
Hello and welcome to the Nerd Card. I'm Phil.
I'm Chuck.
And today we're discussing She-Hulk episode 2.
That we are.
Just watched it.
Yeah.
I'm still digging the series. I liked the first episode better. Still overall enjoying it. There were a lot of really cool things that ended up in this episode that ties it kind of back to the main MCU continuity. And we definitely want to get into that.
For sure.
And the biggest one, of course, Emil, the Abomination.
The Abomination finds his way into this episode, which is not a surprise given that he is a main adversary of the Hulk. And that is also our tie to the MCU at large.
Absolutely. And the last time we saw the Abomination was, of course, in Shang-Chi.
Right. Then we see him in jail, and you're like, how is that?
Right. Well, we went ahead and did a little sleuth work for you and went back and watched that scene in Shang-Chi where Wong takes him back. And sure enough,
He takes him back to the jail.
he sure does. Right back to that exact same cell.
Yeah.
So Wong being a little naughty, breaking out his friends from prison.
Yeah. I suspect that when she goes to investigate, that we're going to find old Emil in jail still, even though it says he broke out of prison.
That's exactly what I think too, because it does say it's footage of him in an underground fight
Doesn't
club.
mean that there was any kind of breakout. It didn't look like there was mass chaos at the prison.
Exactly. Yeah, it looked fairly calm, as a matter of fact. I suspect that's exactly what it'll be. Maybe we'll see Wong.
Maybe. I mean, it'd be cool to see Wong, and I mean, it begs an explanation of why is the Sorcerer Supreme breaking the Abomination out of prison to go fight in, Madripoor.
Yeah, just blowing off steam, I guess. Who knows?
I don't know. There's some answers there, right?
Yep.
That we haven't gotten yet.
We start out the episode with She-Hulk losing her job, unfortunately.
Because she's She-Hulk and save people.
Exactly. Which leads to some difficulty, which is, of course, her being unemployed and not being hireable because of
being the
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, which she doesn't want to be.
Right.
And, when she broke the fourth wall in the first episode, she said, oh, this is a lawyer show, not a show about Hulks. And now it's a show about Hulks.
It's definitely a show about Hulks. Obviously, there's the law part of it, but that's just because she's looking for a job at law firms.
Well, she's the kind of hero that, a lot of comic books like to make. A lot of comic series like to make the... I don't really want to be a hero, and now I kind of have to be a hero.
She kind of points out that there's a certain type of person that's a superhero, a billionaire, what does she say? Orphans.
I mean, that does cover quite a few of those kind of people.
It does. It really does.
Heroes are,
But
it's a good point.
But she's in that, you're right, it's a large group of heroes that are reluctant heroes. We did see Mark Ruffalo again in this episode.
We did, which was cool.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, honestly.
No, me neither. I thought it would be all She-Hulk from this point on.
That's what I thought too, but it looks like they got rid of him in quite a flashy fashion.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the looks like Sakaarian spacecraft, as we've talked about in the comments of our first video.
Yep.
So it appears that he's on his way. We can only guess to Sakaar.
You would imagine, right?
I mean, one would think.
Yeah, he's going back to maybe whoop it up in Planet Hulk. The MCU characters as a whole seem to really like their fight clubs.
They do. And they don't talk about them. They're obeying the first rule. It'll be fun to see what comes of that. Is that going to be some vehicle for the Hulk's appearance in another film? Is it going to be, again, it could still be a vehicle into Secret Invasion or Secret Wars. Hopefully not Secret Wars, because that means we won't see the Hulk for a couple of years. If it's Secret Invasion, we'll see him soon. So who knows? I mean, even with being a Sakaarian spacecraft, who's to say it's not in the control of a Skrull or something like that? You never know. And then the really cool thing with the Hulk was, he's a different person. So.
They take that right on. Just hit it right on the head. Oh, that was so many years ago. It's past us. I'm a different person, literally.
Which was hilarious because we even talked about before he said that in the line. He said, well, when he fought Abomination, he was at Norton, so what does he care?
Right. And then he said the line, that was hysterical.
Butter. It was great.
Loved it. We're going to go ahead and wrap up episode 2 of the She-Hulk. Join us next week for episode 3.
Yeah, and so hopefully this keeps going on. The She-Hulk has been a real fast-paced show.
It has.
Not a lot of slow, not a lot of lag, so I hope it keeps that pace throughout the series.
Absolutely, I agree. In the meantime, you can check us out YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify, all of that good stuff. Be sure to like the video. Likes are free, and check us out in the comments. We love talking with you. With that, we will say,
what's on your nerd card?